Hi there, I'm Jamie Wake and you've chosen to start your day the gay way by watching Outcast TV, the show that reports your news, lets me air my views and lets us discuss our issues. Without further ado, these are just some of the LGBT news stories that have recently come out of the closet. The Archbishop of Westminster, Vincent Nichols, has publicly criticised the government's plans to introduce gay marriage. He said the introduction would weaken an institution at the heart of society. From next month, gay people will be able to hold civil partnerships in places of worship if the governing bodies of the faith groups agrees, and the Constitution on gay marriage will begin in March. It is hoped that gay marriage will become law by 2015. The Roman Catholic Church and the Church of England believe that scripture and tradition dictate that marriage must be between a man and a woman, so it can lead to the possibility of children. In the same interview, he showed support for the protests that had been taken outside St Paul's Cathedral and admitted that the Catholic Church's response to the child abuse scandal had been inadequate. So here we are again. The Church is trying to flex its clerical muscle to dictate to government what we can and what we can't do. The power that they used to hold has long gone, but here they are clasping onto every little bit they still have, and no doubt in time will start to use scare tactics to fight their cause. I personally think it's an insult to families that an archbishop, such as Vince, says that marriage leads to children and then takes a cavalier could-do-better attitude with regards to the child abuse that has taken place by Catholic clergy. It's interesting that it is in support of protest, so perhaps the LGBT community should protest at St Paul's to show the Church just how many LGBT people there are in society. Gay people in Russia have been dealt yet another blow as lawmakers in St Petersburg have approved a bill to fine anyone that promotes homosexuality. The new legislation was devised by the ruling United Russia Party and reads: public activities promoting sodomy, lesbianism, bisexuality and transgender identity among minors are punishable by a fine of up to 3,000 rubles, which is just about under $100. Yelena Babic, a deputy with the ultra-nation A-list Liberal Democratic Party of Russia in St Petersburg Council, said gay propaganda puts the Russian people under the threat of extinction and that gay men and women were sick. The homophobic bill still needs to be passed in 2 more readings before it can become law, but as the ruling party dominates the city, this appears just to be a formality. I'm guessing we shouldn't be surprised what political parties will do to win elections, for I understand there are elections coming up. This legislation reaches out to the less educated section of society who have phobias, including homophobia, to win. It's common practice, unfortunately, and we even experienced it here in Reading in the UK during this year's local elections. The problem with pandering to voters' fears, though, is that those people could just as easily entertain other racist parties, such as the BNP. I was wondering how we ensure, as a community of the LGBT people, that our voices continually get heard. I mean, it's apparent these days that our elected representatives tend to take their political party's stance rather than the electorate. And let's face it, a photo opportunity is never going to be appealing when it includes a 7-foot drag queen, a leather queen, or a woman with more metal in her face than a hamster's cage. You know, we have a rich diversity in our community that needs representation. Do we form a group that lobbies lawmakers, or do we go the full hog and start our own political party? You know, I'm not really sure of the answer, but there appears to be many possibilities. Let me know what you think. The LGBT community in Australia is up in arms over the rebranding of Sydney's gay and lesbian Mardi Gras. The annual event has been renamed Sydney Mardi Gras, removing reference to its gay and lesbian significance. Organisers have said that they have dropped references to sexuality so they can be inclusive to all other members of the community who identify themselves as such as bisexual, transgender, queer and intersex. The rebrand hopes to attract those that don't want to be labelled, but critics have claimed that the move is trying to make Mardi Gras straight. They say that for 20 years the inclusion of gay and lesbian in the event's title has forced the mainstream media to say the words gay and lesbian, even when they haven't wanted to. Non-LGBT businesses have had to give messages of support to the LGBT community in the past to show their involvement, and sponsors have had to use the words gay and lesbian in their link to Mardi Gras. So, what do you think? Are pride festivals trying to erase their gay and lesbian identity to obtain further acceptance from the mainstream communities? I believe that whilst it's important that all members of society should be welcome to celebrate diversity with us and help eliminate homophobia and transphobia, it's vital that pride festivals continue to operate as LGBT parades and festivals and rallies. Our fight for equality is not over, and if we lose our LGBT identity, how are we going to help those worldwide claim theirs? We need to remember what pride stands for, its history and our future. Gay prides here in the UK have started to lose numbers where they have tried to be mainstream, family-friendly events. And I believe that that's an insult to those campaigners who fought for us to be here where we are now. Again, let me know what you think. Gay rights campaigner Peter Tatchell has been awarded with an honours doctorate from London's South Bank University. At the graduation ceremony, he said that he dedicated acceptance of his award to the heroic democracy, human rights, LGBTI and social justice activists in Uganda, who are campaigning against the corrupt authoritarian regime of President Yoweri Museveni. Many of them have been arrested, beaten, tortured and jailed. He said he walks in their shadow and salutes their extraordinary courage. Last summer, Peter received an honorary doctorate from the University of Sussex. So congratulations to Peter for continued recognition of the work he does for gay and human rights worldwide. Outcast TV salutes you. My final thought for the day reflects the news stories we've just brought you. In an ever-changing world where the divide between acceptance and persecution grows wider, it's important that we remember that our identity and pride in our heritage is something we need to embrace if we are ever going to bring full equality to the forefront. We were never told that being gay, lesbian, bisexual, or transgender was going to be easy, and for many, acceptance seems just like an unachievable dream. Our heritage has shaped the way we have become and has been perceived by the outside world, and it's thanks to people like Peter Tatchell that this has happened. But as you have heard, there are many countries where this is not possible, and it's up to us, where we are in countries that are starting to be accepting, to show the rest of the world that it really is okay to be gay. That's it for this show, but please keep in touch and let us know what you think about these stories and others by email using info@outcast-tv.co.uk. Don't forget to leave your comment below, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel too. Of course, all of the links are coming up shortly. Thanks for watching, and whatever your plans, keep safe, keep warm, and keep being fabulous. I'm Jamie Wake, this was Outcast TV, and you are very kind for watching. So take care, and until next time, see ya.